about you. Hey, Michael, what's up? What's up? Tell everybody about your channel, Nikki.
Okay, I am Nikki, the everyday life of an OCD-ish chick. I have a home and gardening channel. Come over and check me out. I'm planting out my spring garden. So come on over. Join me.
Awesome. TikTok, we over here trying to get the 1K. We are discussing the movie The Shack. Guys, if you have seen the movie The Shack, put a heart in the chat. Hey Valerie, how you doing, Miss A? Hey, welcome in over here on the TikTok.
All
Gail
right.
said, hey Gail. Happy man, you told me to come over.
I look all summery.
Yes, come on in the room.
Yes.
But so if you've seen the movie already, put a heart in the chat. Then after you put your heart in the chat, let's rate it. So Nikki, what do you rate the movie as?
Oh man. A 10. A 10. That movie is, I feel like it's something that every Christian, every believer, you need to see this. It's something for everybody. I can't imagine anybody watching this and not getting something out of this movie. The writers, amazing. Just, I don't think I could have thought of a better movie myself. I mean, it was so good. How many people saw it?
Well, that's what I'm waiting. No one put a heart in the chat yet.
But 10, 10, 10, 10, and 10. That's how good it was.
I haven't seen the movie, but I live in one. Mike said he in the bush because he hungry.
Yeah, I know that's right.
Tag said she didn't get a chance to see it. And nobody over here on the TikTok said they seen the movie
Okay.
Shack yet. So I can rate it a 10. Only reason why I'm rating it a 10 because I'm not a Christian. But as you said, I got something out of it.
Okay.
You know, I got a lot out of it to the point that Tampa had to use a Kleenex.
Oh, I was like,
and I'm
ugly
like,
cry.
I'm like, so what's up, Dolores? Thank you, sis, for the hearts over here on the Tickety Talk.
Welcome, Shrimp Po' Boy. Okay, happy.
I know. Christina, how you doing?
Got me hungry.
Nick, I was gonna say, what Nikki doing in the chat? But
I'm over here typing on my
look, I forgot you was over there typing to your people. Hey,
yeah.
the movie.
What is the name of the movie? The Shack.
It is called The Shack. So as you know how this go, if you watch the movie, we want you guys to put the rate of the movie when you want to rate it. Give it a rate. If you have not watched it, we sorry. We about to spoil some things. So
yeah, such a good one.
Yeah, this might not be for you, but if you want to participate and if you have seen the movie, I did drop the link over here on the YouTube for you guys to come up and hang out with us to tell us your point of view. So here we go. Number one, Nikki, because I'm trying to see if anybody saw the movie because it looks like me and you gonna be the only one answering questions.
Yeah, looks like it. Yeah.
Okay, Happy Max said Octavia Spencer and Tim McGraw. How could it not be good? Oh, it was excellent. Dolores, thank you for over here with all the hearts on the Tickety Talk. How you doing, sis?
Awesome.
Lynette says, what's the name of the movie? Let me type it in. The Shack.
Let me type it on my side too. The Shack.
It's called The Shack, and we watched it on Netflix. If it was streaming on YouTube movies, but Nikki told me it was on Netflix.
Yep.
Yeah, I came in all unprepared tonight. Okay, no problem. Problem tag.
Yeah.
I honestly think with the questions that I chose for tonight, you guys gonna get something out of it too. Especially when I reveal the answers. If Nikki don't beat me revealing it.
Yeah, if I can remember, because I actually watched it 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. But yeah, so hopefully I can answer everything.
Lynette, you know it's okay, sis. It's okay. We just happen to
Yeah.
have you guys here. So don't forget to hit the thumbs up. We appreciate everything that you're doing. Hey, Jigs, what it do? Josh, is that Jose? Little Dolores, thanks for the ice cream cone. Appreciate you, sis.
Hey, badass.
What's up, badass?
Good to see you tonight.
What it do? Okay, before we get this thing started, let's give a shout out to my moderators.
Creekside Mods, they run the show, keeping it fresh, always in control. They bring the heat, the chat's on fire, lifting us up, taking us higher. They keep it moving, always on point. Every live stream, they light the joint, dropping those links with style and grace. Creekside Mods, always setting the pace. Ooh, they bring that good vibe. Ooh, always keeping it live. They keep the flow smooth, always clean. Creekside Mods, the real MVPs. Creekside Mods, they run the show, keeping it fresh, always in control. They bring the heat, the chat's on fire, lifting us up, taking us higher. Shout out to the crew, always on the grind.
All right. I love it.
Badass, you better watch yourself, baby. Ain't no old hands up on this screen.
Oh, old Meek.
Yeah,
Look
exactly.
here, old Meek.
Yeah, that old drippy balls. And you talking about some old hands, baby. Bye.
Exactly.
Nigga said, that's me. Shout out to all my Creekside Mods, guys. You guys rock. Y'all are awesome. And I truly love you guys being a part of Creekside family.
Yes.
Laura said, I did mine offline, but I think you can do it online. Laura, but I don't know how you can do it. Yeah, let me see. Let me see. See, I don't know nothing about no TikTok. Oh, there you go. Add as a moderator.
right.
I just did it, girl. I just did it.
All right. Woohoo.
All righty. There you go, Dolores. I did it, girl. I did it.
Yay.
Hey, Frugal Mama.
Hey, Frugal Mama.
Welcome in, sis.
Hey.
Happy Max said meat birds. I was listening to y'all Stacey talking about
meat birds.
I was like waiting. Hey, Boogaloo Balloons, how you doing? What's up,
Clues? How you doing?
So
Good
if you, for those of you all who just came in, if you have watched The Shack, put a heart in the movie in the chat if you have seen it. If you're not, we about to start this party. Dolores said, "Thank you, great job." All right.
Yeah.
The first question is, what personal tragedy sets the story of The Shack into motion?
There was an abduction of his daughter, and that pretty much set things in motion.
That's true. Hey, Rambo.
He said,
"What's up, Rambo?" Hey, Grammy's Journey, how you doing?
Hey.
So Grammy's Journey says she's seen the movie.
You saw it, Grammys? Okay, good. Hey, Rambo.
Movie. We got one winner. Shout
Analytic.
out. Nikki, ring the bell. Ring the bell.
All right. Everybody's coming on in here. Hey, Rambo.
Happy Max said
David.
That's terrible.
Analytic.
Yes. So the Nikki got is the abduction and presumed death of Mackenzie Phillips' youngest daughter, Missy. Now, who plays the role of Mackenzie Mac Phillips in the film?
Mackenzie Mac Phillips. Mackenzie is that's the father.
Yes, but
Was
what
he the father
actor plays the role?
Say that again.
So who plays the role of Mackenzie Mac Phillips in the film? What actor? Does anybody know? Let's see if they can use their Siri and they Google. Happy Mac said Tim. Nope. Ain't nobody not. Nope. Did I miss anybody coming in, Nick?
Hey, Sweet Reed.
Hey, Sweet Reed. The guy from Avatar. Oh snap! Hey Gina,
my
welcome
gosh.
in. Appreciate you over here on the TikTok. We try to get 1,000 hearts over here on the Tickety Talk, guys. Tuber chat, what it do? What it do?
Hi, super chat. Tuber chat. I said super tuber chat.
I know Tuber chat is awesome, guys. He is
Word
so
up.
awesome. If you have not followed Tuber chat and you want to just go over there and check him out, Tuber Chat is awesome at supporting other content creators. Even though he's trying to grow his channel, he still builds a community of trying to help you grow yours.
Yeah.
So if you're looking to grow your family, because that's what I call mine. See, I didn't even not cut this thing down. Got to hear my Jetsons.
Mhm.
But if you're looking for some way to build your family up, because that's what I call my YouTube family, my family, which is y'all, my Creekside family.
Yes.
Go check out Tuber Chat. He is awesome with helping spread the word, sharing you out. Yes. Dolores said the movie called The Shack. Yes, RV with Wayne. We are reviewing the movie The Shack.
Hey, growing what I eat.
Hey, Gwe, how you doing? How you doing? Baloo say didn't know it was giraffe time.
Okay.
Okay.
It's funny.
Nobody got it, Nikki. You don't know the name?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I miss something?
I asked you who plays the role of Mackenzie Mac Phillip in the film.
Oh, I'm not good with the name, so no, I don't remember the actor's name.
His name was Sam Worthington.
Okay.
Worthington. Yes, Sam Worthington. Who is chiming like that? Blues, that's Nikki.
No, that was Tampa.
That was Nikki ringing that bell.
No, it wasn't.
My bell.
Oh, this bell?
Yeah, that's what he said. What you chiming? Who chiming like that? Nikki over there ringing her bell.
You can ring.
Hey, Susie, what's up, man? For Mercy, welcome. Appreciate you guys over here on the Tickety Top.
Mm-hmm.
What does the shack symbolize in the film?
Oh man, so many things. Relationship with God, forgiveness, faith. So many complexities. It was just a lot. Yeah, redemption, just understanding of God and his character. So much.
I'm listening, Nikki, but happy back.
She cutting up.
She said Rosa the robot didn't answer that phone
fast enough. That part.
Man, ring
That's
my
right.
bell.
Ring-a-ling-a-ling. Yeah.
Okay. So it says it symbolizes Mac's deepest pain and trauma, as well as the place where he confronts his grief, guilt, and ultimate begins healing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the answer to that part.
Okay.
And
there was a lot going on.
It was, because in the beginning of the movie, his family was out somewhere, because the way that they was doing it, they were showing present as opposed to past. What had happened to lead up to today. So when the family was out, he was at home wallowing in his sorrow, which he had became distant from his family.
Right.
To be honest, he was placing blame on everybody. Everybody except himself. He was judging everybody. He was judging God. He was judging his wife, his children, his friends. He was literally judging everybody.
Yeah.
Nobody could do any right around him, because he became the judge.
He was the judge and the jury. Yeah,
exactly.
He was in a deep depression.
Hey, Kev, how you doing? Welcome in over here on the TikTok.
Hey.
So when things happen to us, it's easy to place blame on somebody else. How many of us find ourselves doing that today? Captain Max said bitterness is horrible.
Yeah.
What you said. So it's very easy to blame someone else for something that's going on in your life.
Mm-hmm.
as opposed to you just taking responsibility or just let yourself know that some things are out of your control.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
when he was getting ready to pack up to the camp to take the kids back, the two other kids were still in the river in the boat while Missy was sitting at the table drawing and coloring.
Yeah.
So you taking your eye off of your kid just for 1 second because your heart is racing because your daughter stood up in the boat and tipped the boat over for you and her, for her and her brother, and the brother got caught.
Mm-hmm.
So all he could think about is racing to try to save one of the other kids, and didn't think about the little girl that was sitting at the table.
Right. Yeah.
How did you feel when you saw that part of the movie?
I think I probably would have done the same thing. I mean, they were at this park. It seems like they kind of knew everybody, or he felt safe enough there. And she was there at the table, like you mentioned, coloring. His daughter calls out, "Dad, he's drowning," or whatever she said at the time. "I need help, 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 help." So, yeah, my mind is on that child who's hurt, who's drowning, who needs my help. I probably would have done the same thing. I would have left her there thinking that she was safe.
Okay.
Never would have imagined that somebody would have walked up and taken her off somewhere. So I don't blame him on that. I would have done the same exact thing. It's like tunnel vision. Like, I've got to tend to this first. My son is drowning.
Right. And he had to revive him. He was literally drowning.
Yeah. Yeah. Not breathing. Did CPR. Thankfully, he was brought back to life. And from that to boom, now where is Missy?
Yes. Yes. And okay, Baloo says, so true, Happy Mac. I saw a loved one stay bitter until the end. It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Enjoy the movie, Miss Cherokee. Enjoy.
Yes, hey, Miss Cherokee.
Make sure you got some tissue.
You gotta see it. You gotta
Happy
see
Mac
it.
said, I've let go of blaming everyone. It's all on me. This is my life. Right. What's up, cousin? How you doing? Welcome.
Hey, cousin Angela. Yeah.
What's up, LGG to the G?
Hey there.
But
yeah.
And most time it's not that important. Just sad to carry that. Yeah. We learn to carry on to and it's not everybody, but we form this wall to where that we learn to be offensive, defensive. Like, if somebody does something to you, you're truly trying to hold on to something that somebody else do. And then when new people come in your life, you still holding on to that bitterness. That's going to spill over onto them.
Right. It's not fair to anybody else. Yeah.
That's true. Lynette said, where was the mom? She had a business meeting.
Yeah, business trip or something, or business meeting. So, yeah, she couldn't go on the trip.
Yeah, the mom couldn't go on the trip. And so, yeah, it was heartbreaking because he blamed her too. Why? Because if you was here, you could have kept an eye on Missy while I should save the children. He placed blame all around to everybody. Hey,
but what else could he have done, though, Tampa, in that moment? I mean, he couldn't say, oh, let me walk you down here to the neighbors over here. Hey, could you watch her for me while I go save my drowning child? There was nothing else he could do. But like you mentioned before, it's so easy to just blame everybody and everything else for what happens in life. But life happens. And even when we're doing all the right things, there's good and there's evil in the world. Things just happen. And so it's not always because of anything that we did. You keep living long enough, evil, bad things are going to brush up against you. And it's just a part of life. And nobody's really going to escape that. That's true. As far as just, we are human beings. We are going to mess up. We're not going to always get it right. So sometimes, we do have to take responsibility to say, hey, I missed it here. Maybe I could have done this, or I could have done that. I could have said this or not have said that. And just take responsibility for it and do better moving forward. When we know better, we do better. But blaming other people is never the way.
Happy Mac said, well, of course it was her fault.
Of course, right?
Sapphire,
not him.
Welcome in. How you doing?
Hey, Sapphire, Diamonds and Pearls. How you doing?
And Baloo said, that's a fact, Nikki.
Good to see you.
Hindsight is 2020.
It is.
It's and in the movie. Hey, Dee, welcome in over here on the TikTok, guys. We are discussing the movie The Shack. If you have seen it, put a heart in the chat. If you have not, sit back and enjoy. We're trying to get 1,000 hearts over here on the TikTok, guys, over here on Facebook and YouTube. Make sure y'all smash that thumbs up. It don't cost y'all a thing. Yeah. The way that they were showing it, him rescuing his children, and they were showing the people at the campfire that they had just met. Yeah. I literally thought he had something to do with it.
You did? Okay.
Yes. What did you think?
I didn't think them at all. I actually thought, oh no, somebody snatched her. I didn't think about the family. That didn't cross my mind at all. It was, oh no, some weirdo took this opportunity and snatched her up.
And what was his calling tag? What did he leave?
When he adopted?
Yes.
A ladybug, little pendant or pin with a ladybug on it.
It was a ladybug. You left your calling tag that you kidnapped somebody's kid.
That's crazy.
Most real life situations when someone kidnaps somebody, they not trying to leave no clue.
No clue, nothing, no fingerprints, nothing behind. Yeah.
He deliberately left a ladybug, letting somebody know that he kidnapped the kid. But that's how the police put 2 and 2 together, that it was the same man, because he had abducted 4 or 5 more other girls prior to him abducting Missy.
Right.
Lynette said, you are correct, Nikki. I need my tribe with me all the time.
Yeah.
Okay. So the next question is, what did they call God? What was the name they gave God?
Papa.
Do anybody call God Papa now? Have anybody ever called God the word Papa? If you use Papa in your lifetime, put a 1 in the chat. Nikki, that was the first time I've ever heard someone call God Papa.
Yeah, I've heard Daddy,
or Father.
Papa, but not Papa.
I thought when she said Papa, I was like, what's she talking about the Smurf for?
Papa Smurf. What the Smurfs got to do with this?
Exactly. I was like, y'all need to lay up off the cartoon.
Okay. Dave. He said never, Father.
Father. Baloo said, I haven't even earned to call God Papa, Father only.
Yeah. Father God. Yeah. Hey, Zeta.
Hey, Zeta laughing. Okay. So, how is God Papa portrayed in The Shack?
Yeah, good question. How is Papa portrayed?
I know.
Well, tell us.
I want you to know, because you see, nobody
else has a little bit.
Video.
I'm trying to think, how was Papa portrayed? So how was God portrayed in the movie?
Yes, in the beginning of the movie, when Mackenzie finally came, how was Papa portrayed?
I don't know, I need some help.
Okay, so remember when Mac was a kid and he had just got beaten up by his daddy?
Okay, I was going there.
Who was on the porch?
Oh yeah, the lady was on the porch. His name was she the neighbor? Yeah, who
That
played?
was Papa.
That was
You looked
Papa.
at her face. That was Papa.
A
who
light
gave
bulb
him-
just went off.
Yeah, that was Papa who gave him that pie.
Yes.
Yes, that was Papa.
Wow.
Papa
The light
had
bulb.
him-
I didn't even make that correlation until you said it. Yes. That was Papa
That was Papa.
saying, "Come on in here. I just took a pie out of the oven."
No, she said, Mac, do you want some pie? He said, no, thank you. She said,
She
I
said-
wasn't asking.
Asking. Right. Exactly. Wow. Hey, hands in the dirt.
What's up, Hands in the Dirt? What's up, Ambeck's Backyard Garden? We are discussing the movie The Shack.
I
So-
just got that. Okay.
What? You just realized that?
Yes. Papa. Okay.
That was Papa. And she sat him down and said, that is not love. A father shouldn't do that to their children.
Right.
So she had told him that she had been watching him and loving him all his life. She knew him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Initially, God is portrayed as an African American woman played by Octavia Spencer, and later as a Native American man, symbolizing different aspects of God's nature.
Yeah. All his different attributes. Yeah.
She portrayed as a neighbor, showing love for a kid that was going through traumatic changes.
Yeah.
She portrayed herself as a woman because he needed a mother. When he had to go in the woods with Papa again, he needed a father.
Right.
Through different things
Yes.
that they did.
There were so many nuggets. Yeah.
God is going to be everything that you want him to be or what you need.
Need him to be.
You need
right.
a father, he's your father. You need a brother, you're going to have a brother.
You need a friend.
Yes, a friend.
He's going to be a friend in
It's going
time
to be
of
a
need.
friend. So, what's good, my fellow Virgo? Welcome in, Stacey. Oh, Dave talking to Stacey.
Hey Tia, how you doing? Tia Drumgo.
Hey, Tia, how you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in.
Yeah.
So, Nikki, when he was in that shack, because you know he got the invitation in the mail, because that was an invitation. It wasn't a ladder. I mean, it was a ladder, but it was an invitation.
Yeah.
And I literally thought the neighbor had something to do with it too, because he was the one narrating the story. I understand why he was telling the story, but hey,
Mm-hmm.
did you
Okay.
like seriously? I just thought it was him too.
Daphne, you were so suspicious.
I was blaming
You thought it
everybody.
was The neighbors at the campsite. His friend.
I was blaming everybody. I was like, he did it too. Why he so close to the family like that?
How dare he be close to them? What is his problem?
Then I'm asking you to borrow your truck so I can go up there. What you got to come with me for? You trying
Right.
to make sure I don't find something? So I was like, yeah, he did it.
It's all his fault. Yeah, it's a good movie, Angela.
Yes, cousin, it is a good movie. The Shack, guys.
Yeah.
The Shack.
Yeah,
is
and
awesome
also the whole letter part, the invitation, and how it was placed in the mailbox. I don't want to go too far.
Yeah, you could smite. Yeah, we on that.
Okay, so he got the letter out of the mailbox. It was the invitation, but there was nobody around and there were no footsteps. So he's like, there are no footsteps in the snow. Who left this invitation? Who left this letter in my mailbox? So that was something that was like, wait a minute, what is really going on here? No footsteps. I'm getting an invitation.
No
signed
track,
Papa.
no tracks. Signed
No
Papa.
tracks. Yeah, signed
Hey,
Papa.
Miss Linda,
Hey,
how
Miss
you
Linda.
doing? Virgo Mama
Welcome
said, "I
in,
read
the
the
New
book.
Orleans
I need to see the
Gardner.
movie."
Yeah.
Yeah, she said she read the book, but she needs to see the movie.
Oh
So,
yeah.
Miss
So
Linda,
good.
we are talking about The Shack. Have you seen it? Hey,
Yeah.
Denise.
It's
But
on Netflix.
Again, Nikki. He
Mhm.
went back over there to the neighbor. Did you put this in my mailbox?
Right. He's like, I wouldn't play around like that. That's nothing to play about. Yeah. He said I wouldn't do that.
Yes. So, Miss Linda, you saw that movie. What do you
You
think?
saw it? Good. Wasn't it good?
I would love for someone that saw the movie to come up and give us their point of view and what they thought about it. So I did drop the link again. Okay. What is the main message that the Holy Trinity teaches Mac during his stay at the shack? So, Nikki, I got to look at your face when I do this. The shack.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the shack was the shack that the daughter died in.
I did too at first. Right. Yeah.
So when he was leading him from that shack, it was snow everywhere.
Right.
And then when they kept getting closer to the actual shack, then it turned into like summer, whatever it was. It was
green grass and trees. It was so beautiful. It was just nice out, and this beautiful home sitting there. Yeah.
Yeah. So you thought what I thought too. You thought that was the shack, right?
You gotta go back to that raggedy old shack. Yeah.
Like, why would I want to go back to the source of my pain?
Right.
Like, seriously.
Right.
So when he went there, he slipped and fell after he just spazzed out. And
didn't a deer scare him?
Yeah, because he was getting ready to shoot himself.
Right.
He was getting ready to take himself.
Yeah.
And Papa, he knows all things, sees all things.
Yeah. He
saw it, and that's how he saw that deer, and he turned the gun away to try to shoot whoever was coming, and it was a deer. So he changed his mind. What's up, Sassy? Hey, Matthew.
Hey, the experience with Sassy. Hey, Sassy.
So yes, it's amazing that when you I'm just gonna use my situation. And a lot of people know my situation. When you try to take your life and it is not your time to go, God has other plans for you, you're not going.
Yeah.
I don't care how much you're going through stuff. It still bothers me today because I look at the scars every day. But when he tried to take his life, he was set on trying to take his life. It was his time to go. So God sent that deer.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, but
he will intervene. He will intervene and stop it from happening.
He will.
If he chooses to. Yeah. Because he wasn't done with him. He wasn't done with you. So
exactly. And that's how I feel, because when I got to the hospital, the doctor said that I had missed a major artery. The way that the cut was, it was near my major artery, and I could have bled out. But it was a situation that I you know how
ram in the bush.
You know how when they stick a needle in there to numb it so they can try to stitch it.
Yeah.
I knew I was wrong when I did that. I knew there was another way, but I was just blinded by the grief and the pain that I was going through at the moment, that I didn't see any way out. When they tried to numb it, God didn't allow me to be numbed. Every stitch that they put in my arm, I felt it, scream. Every time they put a needle stitch in my arm, he allowed me to feel everything.
So you would never do it again.
So I would never do it again. Yeah. Miss Linda said there will always be a ram.
Yes, indeed. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So, and then a lot of people tell me, you shouldn't tell people that. I say, you never know what my testimony going to do. A lot of people think about suicide every day.
Yeah.
They only think that there's nobody's there for them. And only if you can, I check on people. If I don't see someone, I want to know what's going on with that person.
Yeah.
Because had somebody checked on me, my outcome probably would have been different.
Yeah.
But I'm always checking to see if someone's okay. checking to see
Mhm.
if,
Yeah.
you need anything. I might can't give you money, but I can listen and talk to you.
And that's valuable. Just to have somebody to listen, my cat. Yeah, just to listen. And not everybody has that.
Oh, look
Yeah.
at your cat.
Little
And see,
kitty.
Mackenzie didn't have that. He was shutting everybody out. Even
Right.
though his wife, children, and everybody wanted to talk to him, he was shutting everybody out. He was blaming everybody
Yeah.
for the death of his daughter. So he put himself in his mess, as
Mhm.
the Breath of Life said. I can't think of her name. It starts with a S. You remember?
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I can't remember her name either. Saraya.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, Cropper?
Hey,
Okay.
David.
Okay. So we asked the question, what is the main message that the Holy Trinity teaches Mackenzie during his stay at the shack? They teach him about unconditional love, the nature of free will, the
Oh yeah.
importance of forgiveness, and how God is always with us, even in our suffering.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you're going through, that doesn't mean God doesn't love you.
No. Mm-mm. No.
Sometimes he allows you to go through those things
It's for a
to see
reason.
if you're going to stay and turn to him, or if you're going to stray away from him.
Mm-hmm.
That's my opinion. What's
Yeah.
yours?
Yeah, he's always there with us, and as I mentioned before, this world we live in, there's good and there's bad. There's good and there's evil, and so nobody is nobody's going to just go through life and not be touched in some way by something bad happening, an accident, evil. Keep living.
True.
But God, He didn't promise that we wouldn't go through anything, that we won't be hurt, or that we won't grieve, or that things will not happen. But He did promise to be with us along the way, and that is comforting, because I couldn't imagine going through things in my life, or having gone through things in my life, and there not being a bigger picture, or there not being, or God not being there, and knowing that He's there to protect me and to help me through it. Talk about being alone in the world. But he promised to be with us. May not feel good, but He's there for us, and we will get through it with His help, with His protection.
That's true. Miss Linda said, look at your scars, Tampa. Jesus shared his scars. Never stop sharing your story.
Yeah, your story is to help other people, because you're not the only one who's thought of taking their life. You're not the only one who has gone through things, maybe losing someone that you love and care about. Things happen. People lose things all the time. Children and people and homes and just things. But there is a way out, and like the song says, trouble don't last always. Right now, in that moment, it feels like you're just never going to get out. There's no way out. You don't see the light at the end of the tunnel. It's dark and it's heavy, and you just don't see, how am I going to get out of this? When are things going to get better? I am tired of being in this situation. I don't see things changing. For some, it's just easy to check out. It's easier to check out because you don't see that, or you don't believe that things are going to change. And so once you become hopeless and that you don't see a way out, yeah, let me just check out. But there is a way, and there is always, a ram in the bush, as Miss Linda mentioned, the New Orleans gardener. There's always a way. And I definitely believe that things do happen for a reason, but we just have to wait and see how it's going to turn out. We can't give up. Can't give up hope. Yeah. Cannot give up hope. But that's a
Sorry,
testimony.
Nikki.
We all have a testimony. We've all been through things, and God uses those things to share with others so that others don't feel alone when they're in different situations.
Hey, OG Brand, welcome in over here on the TikTok, guys. I had to put my phone on the
Oh, hey, OG. How you doing?
He's over here on the tickety talk.
Hi, Catherine.
The hearts, guys. We're trying to get the 1K over here. I'm sorry, when my phone charged up, then I repositioned down. But yes, Nikki, you said a mouthful right there.
Share your story, because you're going to save so many other people without you even realizing or knowing it. Somebody right here in the chat may be thinking about it, may have thought about it, but with you sharing, you're showing that you can make it. You don't have to end things. That life can change just like that in an instant. The same way you got into it, you can get out of it just that quickly if God chooses. So
that's true.
Don't ever give up. Don't ever give up.
And I see that's why it's so important to have, back in the day, my grandparents, when they were going to church, they had the sick and the shut in, where they kept track of people. They had community. They knew what was going on with the community and with the fellow, with the people that was around them.
Yeah.
If Miss Shirley didn't go to church for 2 weeks straight, or they didn't see them at Bible
study, right?
And
they be calling.
They don't even let 2 weeks go.
Nope.
My grandmama will call you if you didn't show up to church Sunday. She calling you when she get home, like,
right?
You okay, Miss Hattie Mae? Them old people ask my old names. I was like, okay,
Hattie Mae, Hannah Mae,
Ada Mae, like,
yes.
okay.
All the Mays. Yes, Analytic Gardner.
Person saying, hey, OGG. I'm trying to see if I can turn it around, but I can't turn it around. That's Nikki, the everyday life of the OCD chick. She does movie night with me, OG, over here on the YouTube. So, guys, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please go over there and do it. Analytics said most people go through most people we go through aren't for us. It is for someone else to see how God brought us through it. Right.
Yeah.
Right. So
that is so true. Yeah, it is not even about us. In most cases, it is not about us. It's about him. Yeah.
It's gonna always be about him.
It's always about him and what he's doing. He allows us to work with him, and he uses us to get his will accomplished. So yeah.
Remember when him and Missy was laying on the mat up under the stars, and she asked the question, "Is God mean?"
Oh yeah, right. It's coming back.
And he couldn't answer it because he was like, "We're gonna ask your mom when we get back." What do you think about that statement?
I think that some people might think that God is mean, because why are there starving people in the world? Why is there war? Why did this good couple, why did they die in a house fire? All of these bad things that happen. If God was good, he would have stopped all of those things from happening.
Yes.
We're not God, and we don't have the same mind that God has. And so,
well, I do know the Bible says your thoughts are not like mine. You don't think like me. You never gonna know what's on my mind. So you can assume all day long that God, and another point they made, who are you to say what's good and what's evil?
Yeah, because we don't understand. We don't understand.
Catherine said life will go on with you living in it or not. You never know what input you could have given to make it a better, never perfect place to be.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
Yeah.
Hey Corey, welcome in. Appreciate you over here on the TikTok.
Yeah.
Thank you, LG Brand and the TikTok family for the 1.2K likes. Let's see if we can get 2K. So, which member of the Holy Trinity helps Mac learn to forgive his father?
To forgive his father. Okay, let me see. I'm thinking. Was it Jesus or the Holy Spirit that helped him?
It was Papa.
It was Papa that helped him to forgive his father.
Through
That when they were at the table.
Yeah, through emotional healing and understanding of brokenness.
Okay. Because again, I think he was they were at the table, and I think they were talking about again, like why God allows certain things to happen and why he doesn't step in. Was that the conversation?
Yes. He was like, you say you love me, but yet you took my daughter.
Right.
So did you not love Missy?
And
then Papa said, you have a total misunderstanding of me.
Yeah.
I love all my children. I don't orchestrate evil.
Yeah.
There are evil forces out there that's gonna do what they're gonna do. Do I not love them?
Right.
Because for me to forgive you for taking my kid, you truly has to love and trust the Most High. You got to.
You do. That's a hard pill to swallow. Yeah.
That's just like when we was watching The Forge. When we found out the part of the man who killed the Mr. Moore's son.
Yeah.
We had been friends for 15 years.
He led him to Christ. Yeah. The same man who killed his son in that car accident. Yeah.
Hey, Kay Renee, how you doing?
Hi, Kay. How you doing?
Miss Linda. Hey, Azura, how you doing? Miss Linda said, baby, you cannot grow old in this life and be weak. You must have faith and believe Jesus is with you, even when it looks dark.
Especially when it's dark. Especially. Yeah.
Tag said, and therein lies our problem. Man doesn't think like God. If we did, the answers to the world's problem would be realized.
Yes. Right. Yes, exactly.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah.
Satan argued with God that all beings should have the right to choose to follow his guidance or not.
Yeah. Choose ye this day who you will serve. Yeah. We all have a choice. He's not going to make us, force us to serve him or to walk with him, to have a relationship with him. He's not going to do that. And remember, Papa, at the time they were at the house, she said, Mac, you can leave anytime you want. Like, I'm not forcing you to stay here. Yeah.
No, he did not. She
like, I don't roll like that. We're not holding you hostage. You
not at all. Dude, we ain't holding you. You want to go back.
Right.
But just know when you leave, your pain's still going with you.
Yeah.
Your suffering still going with you. You being a judge is still going with you.
And he had a lot. It wasn't just the death of his daughter. It was also that he took his father's life.
Yeah.
Remember when he am I going ahead or I don't?
No, you good.
Okay.
He took his father's life. He poisoned his father.
Yeah, he put poison in his father's whiskey bottle because he was abusive to his mother and to himself. And again, I guess he didn't trust God that he was going to, work it out. So he took matters into his own hands and said, I'm going to poison him. And so, yeah, I know what to do.
But
he's living with the guilt of all of that. It was, of taking his father's life. So he had a lot going on.
He did, because you were a kid and you unalived your dad, and you don't think you should be punished.
Right. Where's the judgment on his part? For somebody doing the same thing to your kid, you felt they needed punishment.
It don't work like that.
Right.
It don't work like that.
You are not judged. Yeah. You are not the judge. Yeah.
Catherine said, wait a minute. What did you say? Hold on, wait a minute. But when you choose your own way, we ready to reap what you sow. Just like you get from your garden, depending on what you put into it.
Yes, indeed. Exactly. Yeah, you get free will, but hey, there's still consequences. There's still, a reaping and a sowing that's going to happen. Yeah.
Gail said, what about living with the guilt of inaction?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He was dealing with a lot of guilt.
He really was. He was dealing with so much. Guys, welcome in. Hey, Deborah, how you doing over here on the TikTok?
Yeah.
So the next question is, what does Mac discover in the cave with Sophia? The personification of God's wisdom. Sophia was the wisdom in the cave.
Oh yeah, when they went to oh man, that was deep because
that was powerful.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Because once again, like mean God, you could step in anytime you want to, being judgy, and so she like put the ball in on his court. She said, "Well, look, why don't you choose between your two children? Which one is going to go to heaven and which one's going to go to hell?" Since, it's so easy to handle these issues and problems, it's so easy to be judgy. Okay, you be the judge. Which one's going to heaven and which one's going to hell? These are both your children, but since you know it all, choose which one. And he's like, no, I don't want to do this. I can't do this. Yeah, you can, because you've been judging people all your life.
Exactly.
You've been judging God. And so, he learned that it was very hard to do because we are God's children, and no, he doesn't like everything that we do and everything that we say. He doesn't always like our actions, but he still loves us. So it was the same thing. Like, I know this person hurt you, but this person is still my child.
True.
Our children do things that we don't necessarily agree with or we don't like, but we don't want to kill our children. We don't want them to go down the wrong road, and we still love them.
Hey, Nicole, that's
despite
true.
of the wrongdoing. So we have to remember that when people hurt us, sometimes we want them to hurt right back and to hurt even worse than they've hurt us. But that person who hurt you is still God's child, and he's going to deal with them the way he wants to deal with them. He will punish them the way he may want to punish them, not according to how you think things should be handled. So that was, he couldn't choose.
Mackenzie, make sure my thing plugged up. It's not. But the old saying says, hurt people hurt people.
Right. Thank God, God is not like us. He's not like people. But yeah. Evil spirits are very powerful. If you are not prayed up, Satan will destroy you. Yes.
I'm trying. Mackenzie over doing the most.
Nobody handle you like that. Yes, analytic, that part. You think you know how to handle somebody, but God knows all of us through and through. So the way you think you're going to hurt me, no, he knows another way. He knows how to really get me if he wants to,
Exactly. And that's what I used to tell my children all the time. Wait a minute. Let me see what is okay. Blue said carrying guilt, regrets, bitterness, etc. makes me think of the Imagine in the Pilgrim's Progress when he was carrying rocks on his back. I used to tell my children all the time, if I'm not doing right according to God's eyes, you can't punish me. Only he can.
Right.
But what he can do to you is totally different from you being disobedient to your parents.
Mm-hmm.
So they used to say, well, you this. I'm like, I ain't perfect. I ain't never said I was perfect.
Right.
I did the best that I did because, hey, we all fall short of God's glory. We do.
Right.
Y'all fall short. When nobody on this proper dirt is perfect. And if you think you perfect, you got a whole long lesson to learn.
That's right. All have sinned. Yeah.
So that person may change and have a testimony to help others turn away from their evil thoughts.
Right. Right. That person, yeah, that person who abducted that little girl, later on in life, he or she may have, they could turn their life around and then have a testimony of, this is what I used to do. I used to abduct children, or, I used to hurt children, but now today God has saved me and my life is different. So you never know how God is working in a person's life. And yeah, sometimes we hear people say, oh, so-and-so is not going to change. They'll never change. You don't know. They could change. That may be in the plan. But we just want to banish people, take them out. You don't need to be here. And we are quick to judge, but we don't know the plan. We don't know the ultimate plan. God does. So
that is true. We are perfectly imperfect. Disobedience is to our parents shorten our days upon the earth.
Yeah.
Facts. Okay. So the question was, what does Mac discover in the cave with Sophia, the personification of God's wisdom? He is challenged to judge others, which leads him to realize that he is not qualified to judge anyone.
Yeah.
Including the man who hurt his daughter.
Yes. Yeah.
And that right there alone, hey, Vicky, welcome in, was a powerful thing. You can't judge nobody. Who are you? Right. Who gave you the audacity and the authority to judge anyone?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You don't sit your little crybaby self down, sit on the floor and just cry and wait till God work that thing out.
Yes. Yes. Exactly. Like you said, we've all done wrong. So, who am I to judge somebody else when I've done wrong?
Right. So many people got hung back in the day because people thought they had the right to be the judge and jury. And
yes.
Will they pay? They gonna pay. When you one thing for sure, you can't make them pay, but God sees everything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he sees everything. So
yeah, he'll deal with that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So what is the significance of the garden Sariah? The Holy Spirit shows Mac.
Oh yeah. So they were walking. This was when he was fed up and he was about to leave, right? That part. Yeah. And so she said, well, before you leave, you're going to need your keys. So she here are your keys to your truck, which is over there. He said, but there's a surprise happening tomorrow, and she asked him to
could you help me with something in the garden?
So they're walking through the garden, and it's beautiful, it's green, it's lush. I mean, flowers, trees everywhere. It was just gorgeous. And so
he didn't see that. He saw a mess. Mm-hmm. And she was like, yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
It represents Mac's soul, messy and wild on the surface.
Yeah.
But full of purpose and beauty when seen through divine eyes.
Yes. Yes.
And I was wondering, when she cut the tree down, they were cutting the tree down.
Mm-hmm.
And I was wondering what they was going to put right there. Never did I think that they was going to put a casket there.
No, we couldn't have known that. Right. As you're watching it, no.
Yes.
It started clearing the ground, but didn't have any idea what was gonna be there.
Nikki, if you saw the part that when he went up there to see what Jesus was doing in that thing that he was his workshop, he was building something.
Yeah.
I knew he was building something, but I didn't know it was a casket that he was building.
Right. It was something special for the party. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And the party was, they was going to find her. They knew where her body was.
Yeah.
Just led them to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's what the celebration was.
Yeah. Because, he said, you coward. You coward. You couldn't even let us have her body and bury her body. Yeah.
Yes. Nigga said, David, wow. Exactly. Blue said, wow. And Tag said, mercy. Yes. So,
Yeah.
remember he was having those dreams and he could see the man running with holding Missy and she kept saying, Daddy, help me.
Yeah.
What did Papa say?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you remember what Papa said
What did Papa say?
about dreams?
What did Papa say? No, I don't remember. No.
Okay, it said how.
Oh, wait a minute. It's yeah. About dreams, how they tell us. I know. They were at the table. I'm trying to remember that part. How dreams.
No, they were on the porch. They were on the
Sitting
porch.
on the
and
porch.
she asked him, how did you sleep? And he lied and said fine, because he was not fine.
No, well, we all know that, right?
Yeah.
What did she say about the dreams that they? It's like right there on the tip of my tongue. Like
dreams can tell. I want to say another story, but I thought his dreams was gonna lead him to his daughter's killer, but they never did.
Right.
And then it brought me back to that neighbor. I was like, he did it.
You stuck on that neighbor. It's all that neighbor's fault.
So what that neighbor need that gun for? He had a gun and everything.
Hey, we need protection these days.
I know, we do. We do. So,
yeah. I have to go back and watch it again.
Yeah.
About
says the movie leaves it open-ended, but leans towards the experience being a real spiritual encounter that transforms Mac's heart and life. Because he blamed Papa for everything.
Oh yeah, all his fault. Like he could have stepped in. Why'd you let my daughter go out like that? Like, you're mean. Yeah.
Baloo said, my father made my daughter's casket. He poured so much love and grief into it. Oh, sorry to hear that, Baloo's, but I bet that was a beautiful thing.
Wow. Yeah.
Baloo said, why do I get the feeling Tampa has had some suspect neighbors?
I know, right? She is something about those neighbors. She does not trust them. Garden State Gardener, welcome.
Hey, Garden State, how you doing? But Nikki, how many of us know our neighbors? Like, seriously, nobody knows the community like back in the day.
Yeah, it's not like it used to be.
Yeah, people moving to the neighborhood. You don't even want to introduce yourself. First of all, you need to know if a pedophile stand next door to you. You need to know.
Yeah, some people don't even speak to their neighbors. Yeah.
Not
a hi, not a bye, nothing. But yeah.
And then people get they put so many walls up to you being nice and friendly to them. They always think what they want. Why they trying to talk to me? Like what's going on?
Who hurt you? Who hurt you? Like, what's going on? What's wrong? Calm down.
Yeah.
Hurt people, hurt other people. Yeah.
Hurt people, hurt other people. So to me, if you in a community, like when I was growing up, everybody know everybody. The whole doggone rising sun knew everybody.
Right.
If you did something, your parents knew before you got
Everybody's
home.
Gonna know about it.
If Miss Josephine's husband was creeping with Seraphine down the street, everybody knew.
Oh, it's coming out for sure. Yes, indeed.
You wait. Them little old ladies sitting at the table with their little tea and tea cake sitting there talking about Betty Jean at the church. You see how tight Betty Jean pants was?
Yes.
She coming up in here like that. And then, hey, Betty Jean girl, how you doing? You look like that. I be looking at my grandma and them like, y'all so fake.
Gossips, yeah, exactly.
But that was to me, that was a beautiful thing to see when people came together. I don't care how bad they talked about. She brought that old nasty potato salad up in here thinking she can cute, she can eat. And then here you go, you get your bowl, and they be like, girl, how my potato salad got? Oh, this potato salad
it's so good. Right, yeah. The manners show up. Right.
Yeah. So I'll be like, wow. Them folk back in the day.
A mess.
The deacon over there, him and his wife, she got that big old hat on. Folk can't even hear pastor. What the hat got to do with you hearing pastor?
Right.
It's
that
not
part.
like the hat blocking your ears.
Right.
It's blocking your views. Like,
It's
what
crazy.
in the world?
Right.
Like, your folks. But we had community. People literally had genuine concerns about what was going on in their neighborhoods, what was going on with the people that surround them. If I see you every day or every other day, and then I miss seeing you 2 or 3 days, I'm going to be like, what's going on with Nikki?
Yeah, because we don't really need each other now, is what we think. I don't need you. It's not like I'm coming over to your house to borrow a cup of sugar or whatever. It's like we have everything we need over here. You're over there. We're over here. Don't really need you.
Exactly.
Until you need them. Right.
Or, hey, did you see who broke in my house? No, I ain't see who broke
No,
in my house.
yeah, ain't spoke to me in 2 years. What?
Yeah, I ain't seen you. You turned your nose up me every time I wave at you, but you want me to tell you who broke in your house. I seen little Johnny and his little brother climb in the back window, but I ain't gonna say nothing to you because you ain't talked to me in 2 years.
Right. If we want to speak in terms, I would have let you know. I would have stopped it. I would have been over there. Hey, what you doing over there?
I've been calling 911. Say they over there down at Miss Jones' house breaking in her window. Y'all need to come to such and such address. But people, girl, I'm not talking to her. Or I ain't talking to him.
Better know your neighbors.
Those situations.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the truth. Those church ladies know everything. Everything.
Yep. Everything.
So Catherine said, dreams are usually a collection of your experience and intakes of sight, sounds, etc., and how to imagine them to be, especially if they don't sit right with your values.
Oh, that's good.
And Dave said, but if something hit the fan, you will have the whole community to help you out.
Yes. Yep.
Your mind will try to make sense of when you sleep. Baby, let me tell y'all something.
Yeah.
The first night I took that valerian root,
Tampa was out.
I didn't drink.
Got up late. A mess.
Drink. I know. I'm sitting there. I'm feeling hot in the mud. That valerian root. And tagged them. Said, "Tampa, you sure you ain't put nothing else up in that cup?" Nope. That was that valerian root. I just had valerian root. And Mike told me to put some peppermint leaf to cut the taste down.
Yeah.
I put some honey in there. Baby, I'm just sitting there like this and like this. Minding, I had to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I didn't get up till 9 o'clock.
Ooh, you should have taken that on Friday night or something. You could sleep that off. Wow. Yeah, you were done, honey, right, Analytic?
And then when I finally got up, I felt like I slept about 12 hours.
You did.
I was like, oh my God, I'm late for work.
And did.
Look, but it wasn't late because I Uber, so I could go to work with it.
Well, it's a good thing nobody was waiting on you, huh?
I know, like one of those reservations, I would have.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, Lord.
But
hey, Robert.
Hey, Robert. I didn't dream at all.
Say that valerian is the truth. Have you taken it again since then?
I told you what I do now. I mix the valerian root, the passion flower, chamomile, peppermint tea, and then I get my honey.
Okay.
And baby, I have a good sleep.
That's all right. That's good. That's good.
I'll be like, ooh, thank you, Lord, for the herbs of the earth.
Come on now. Everything we need right there.
Exactly.
We have everything we need.
Welcome in over here.
Right there in the garden. Oh, Tampa, remember when they were in the cave and he got to see his daughter playing in the field? And so, of course, that brought him so much joy and peace, knowing that she was happy. You know,
I'm going to trip you up.
Trip me.
Remember when they was driving and the daughter told him to tell Missy about the princess that sacrificed. Okay.
Ooh,
So when they went to the cave and they saw the cave, you didn't see any water going down on the outside.
right.
Right? You didn't see any water.
Nope.
You plug it up, it's trying to come off.
Well,
Good herbal cocktail, right, Tia?
So you didn't see any water, right?
Right. No, there was no water.
After, is it plugged?
yes.
Okay. After the water started coming down, after he realized he ain't no judge, and the light started coming and the water come down. But when they showed the shot of the mountain again, the water was flowing like the princess made a sacrifice.
Oh my goodness. I gotta watch that again. But see, you get so each time you watch it, you know how it is when you watch movies for a second and third time, you see new things.
Yeah, and that was because they showed the perfect shot of the mountain. It didn't have any water flowing down like the princess when he told her the princess saved her village.
Yes.
And that's when the water ran down. Okay, after he saw Missy and stood out there in the water, they showed the mountain view of the fall running down right there.
Yeah, the Indian princess. Oh yeah.
So they made it like Missy was a sacrifice.
She was the
to save
sacrifice.
her family.
The way that the Indian princess saved her people of their sicknesses.
Yes. Wait a
See,
minute.
everything happens for a reason. It's all for a reason.
That's true. That's true. I still have it going on. Like, okay, I read that one. Tag said these clueless folks next to us would like let the neighborhood burn down.
Not say or do anything, huh?
Not do anything. And then Tag said, too happy for our nosy neighbors on the left. Look, Miss Lola May and her 20 cats, she be all in. You can tell she be in that little peephole sitting there looking at her window and her blind. It's always a little piece missing.
Yes, right.
Miss Lola May up there looking
Look.
like she see everything.
Wore that thing out, okay?
Yeah. We were done, honey. It worked well for you. You needed that sleep. Girl, I know. I didn't know what to do with that valerian root. I couldn't even undo it. I was like, my head.
Oh, it was in your system. You had to ride that out.
Yep.
Like, you want to rest, huh? Okay. You going to rest tonight.
Then I read a song grandmama said. Grandmama said, I called you. I said, I ain't heard nothing. I ain't heard nothing. I had all of my devices on, all of my alarm on, and they were sitting beside my head, baby. I ain't heard nothing with that valerian root.
Wow.
Tag said the valerian root is the truth.
The truth.
Yes.
Okay.
I have that root for 3 weeks, have not taken it any time to be late.
Trying to be late. Yeah, be careful with that, cousin Angela.
Look, Tag says she making valerian cocktails now. I sure am.
Valerian shots for everybody.
Tia said that's a good herbal cocktail, baby. I be sitting there like this, like, Baby, about 10-15 minutes later, I'm like this.
Wake up bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, huh?
Tabba look like she done had her volume.
Well, it's good to know, hey, when you need a good night's rest, you got something. Right. Something new each time you see it. Right, Tia.
Yeah, so you're going to have to go back and see that part because
yes, yeah.
It was no water right there, but then all of a sudden it became a waterfall.
It started flowing again. Wow.
Yeah, that's what did you see when they opened up the cave for him to see Missy and the water was flowing?
Right.
That was the fall that had formed.
Okay. I see that now. Yeah.
Yeah. So Lynette said that is true in our lives and that everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We don't go through things just to be going through things. There's a reason.
I know.
And that's good to know because, yeah, who wants to go through stuff for no reason whatsoever?
Hey, Joyce, welcome in. Appreciate it.
Hi there.
Lynette said catnip tea did me like that.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to try some catnip tea.
Look, I have catnip for my cat, so I could actually use that. I've never even thought about taking the catnip for the cats and just brewing it for a tea.
I need to look at my book. I don't even see my book right now. But anywho,
Is that the same catnip? Yeah, I guess so.
Well, Tampa, you got a little tore piece of blind behind you. Who watching your name?
I know, right.
Mackenzie be all up in here. She look, Nikki, she done told that little piece over there too. So Mackenzie be here all day. Good night, Garden State Gardener.
Good night, Garden State. Appreciate you coming by.
She be in there rocking and giggling.
Yeah, Tampa.
Baby, I still know what the work for the
grid.
If I oversleep, my butt is on the
string. Yeah, wow. Can't do that. Cannot do that.
Captain said, remember the other day when the neighbors were arguing? I had the window open so I could hear the neighbors hollering and screaming.
Ooh.
When you open the window.
Right.
So, yeah, Catherine, I can hear them folks. They be arguing their tail off. Now I got to go back to see that part of the movie, Water.
Right.
Yeah, you got to go see it. It was beautiful.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this right here is hold on. This right here. What unique activity do Jesus and Mac do together that symbolizes trust?
Oh, he walked on water. He got in that boat. That boat started sinking. And
his mind was making the boat sink. Because
his mind, yes.
Jesus kept telling him, Mac, focus on me. Look at me. Look at me. This is not real. This is your mind and your yes doing this.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he gonna call himself try to walk in the water by himself. And Jesus told him it works best when we go together.
Together, right. And remember, even at the end when he was sitting on the pier with his wife, and he stuck his foot out there, like, let me try this.
Yeah, they ran on water too.
They ran, yes, they did. They sure did.
That was a lesson. Yes, it was. Making the fish multiply.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
He said, that's a beautiful fish right there. I've been trying to catch him for weeks.
Right.
Said, well, you Jesus, why can't you just snap your finger and catch him? He said, what fun would that be?
How about that?
Fishing and trying to catch things on your own is more fun than me just snapping my finger. It's in my hand. Now, granted, I would love to have that gift, a snap and a fish.
Yeah, right.
But
that would be nice, right?
Yes, it was. Okay. Yeah. So what unique... No, we did that. What does Mac learn when he sees Missy in the light with Papa?
What does he learn when he sees Missy in the light? He learned that she was okay, that he could trust that she was okay, even though she had a really horrible death, that she was okay now.
True.
She was at peace. She was happy. And with his father. And that whole light thing was so cool. When they were up on that hill and they looked down, they saw all the different colors of light, which represented all the different people and nations and
children.
Yeah, all of God's children. That was beautiful. And what did she say? We
want you to see what we see. So that's why she did what she did to his eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And so Tia said, she was happy. He saw that she was safe, loved, and at peace in heaven, which brings Mac a sense of closure and healing.
Yeah.
And he had told Jesus, "Thank you for letting me see her." And he said, "That wasn't my idea."
Right.
That wasn't my idea, but
Yeah.
that was Papa's idea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'll have to watch this a few times. It seems lots of symbolic. Yes.
Exactly. Gonna get something new each time. Yeah.
Blue said, "What did she do to his eyes?" Well, the breath of life, which her name was Soraya.
Something like that. Yeah.
She just took her hands and whatever magic she used to give him the sight through their eyes. And he saw all the colors of God's children.
Mm-hmm.
And he asked, "Well, why that one looking at us?"
Yeah. Why is this one coming towards us? Right.
And Papa said, "He's not looking at us. He's looking at you." And then he realized that was his father that he had unalive when he was a kid. What happened to your father? Oh,
yeah. Sorry.
No problem.
My husband was talking to me.
Oh, hey, husband, how you doing, brother? The father ended up forgiving him. He said, "Mac, I forgive you. I forgave you a long time ago. I was wrong for how I treated you, and I was lost because you drink like that." Not to mention, he went through that with his father. So
generational curse.
People. Yes.
Yeah.
So basically, he ended up forgiving him, and it was a relief on him because he was carrying that burden ever since he was a kid.
Yeah.
He unalived his father.
Right.
Yeah. So
yeah,
it was that part right there was very powerful.
Yeah. And if you've lost someone in your life, it was also just very comforting and reassuring, just knowing that, they're okay. Yeah.
If only we could truly see through God's eyes.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
I remember that advertisement a few years ago, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Tia said, "We are light. And if you know better, you do better."
Right.
Yes. So the next one is, why does Papa change from a woman to a man later in the film?
From a woman to a man. What happened later in the film to make? Right. That was that was Papa who, when they went to retrieve the body. Is that what you're talking about?
He was walking down the path, and he told Mac that he had to forgive the man that murdered his child.
Right.
I will never forgive him. He deserves to die or whatever. And then Papa said, "So now we back to being the judge."
Exactly. We going back there? Okay, right. Didn't we discuss this already?
Exactly. So now you trying to be the judge again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
and that's a hard thing to forgive somebody who hurt you so badly, so deeply. It's not easy, but we have to remember that we're not perfect and God has forgiven us. So the same way he's forgiven us, we have to forgive others.
That's true. Cousin said this movie seems heavy. It is.
Yes, Catherine.
We know to give him smack straight. Yeah. Okay, let's play this break right quick because we about to wrap this up.
Creekside crew, yeah, we rise like kings. Creekside crew, where the loyalty rings. Creekside crew, every level we bless. From the roots to the roof, we don't settle for less. Creekside crew, y'all the day one flame. Lit that fire, gave Tampa its name. Backbone strong, y'all the base, the tone. Ain't no movement if you ain't in the zone. Creekside treasures, red with the glow. Y'all to shine when the river runs slow. Grace in your steps, gold in your soul. You the sparkle that makes the whole creek roll. Creekside warriors, strength in your stride. Never back down, y'all the fearless ride. Through the storm, you the power and fight. You the reason Tampa shines so bright. Creekside crew, yeah, we ride with pride. Creekside crew, got the fan worldwide. Creekside crew, every level we true. Stand tall, yeah, that's what we do. Creekside crew, yeah, we rise like kings. Creekside crew.
Yeah. Shout out to the Creekside family. Appreciate all the love and the support that you guys give our channel. And hey, Sylvia, how you doing?
Hey, Sylvia, how you doing? You been in the bushes? Awesome.
Yeah, so we tag said forgiveness is truly for us, not the other person. Our unforgiveness festers and corrupts us and does nothing to hurt the other person.
Right. They living their best life over there.
Right. I'm glad that more and excellent actors, actresses are doing movies like this.
Yeah.
So next month, we are just doing one movie because garden season is starting for all of the gardeners. So we're doing once a month. And the movie that we're going to choose is called Little John.
Yes. I think you all are going to like this.
I will post it in the upcoming videos, the date that me and Nikki chose, because we already chose the date. And it's called Little John. It's on YouTube.
Yep.
And you can watch it on Netflix.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Good night, Robert.
Little John. So guys, if you're Nikki, overall, what advice would you give people after seeing this movie?
I would definitely recommend again everybody to see this movie. It was just so powerful. Just it delved into just forgiveness, love, relationship, reconciliation, just so many things that we all have probably gone through or are going through in life. It was just very comforting. It was reassuring. You have to see this movie. Just trust me and Tampa on this one. It was amazing.
Yes, I would say no matter what you're going through, you have no right to judge anybody.
Say that.
You have no right to judge anyone. We all go through ups and downs. You're not walking my shoes and I'm not walking your shoes.
Right.
But at the end of the day, you have to trust the Father that he knows best and he's doing what he's supposed to do for you.
Yeah.
True enough, pain hurts.
Yeah.
It don't feel good. It don't feel good at all. But know that you're not alone. There's a lot of people going through some stuff. And over the next course of the years that we're going to be on this proper dirt, we're going to go through some more stuff.
Absolutely.
So if you ain't got no water, no food, no meds, you growing your own food, preserving your own food, I think you might want to take a couple of lessons from some of the gardeners here on YouTube to start doing these things, because life as we know it is changing.
Yeah. It's not going to be the way it used to be. That's over. Yeah.
Tampa, I can't fit your shoes. No, Greg, you can't. You most definitely can't. It sounds good. I just don't want to cry.
Oh, you will. There will not be a dry eye.
Yeah.
Unless you are a stone, a rock. But
my Renaissance grandmama recommend a movie today called Something That the Lord Has Made.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna check that one out. And Happy
Mac. Yeah, that's the one.
Okay.
Then we can watch him, Dawn of the Dead.
We're gonna play this thank you video and then let Nikki go get her some love bug time.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here with us, you guys.
We appreciate it.
Creekside Queen. Tampa, queen of the creek. Built on faith, yeah, the roots run deep. Turning dust to gold, every crop I keep. Hard work don't stop, I don't ever sleep. Up before the rooster, hands in the dirt. Every seed I plant, gotta know my worth. Ain't no silver spoon, had to build my own. Now the homestead strong like the crops I've grown. Brick by brick, stitch by stitch, turning small town life into something rich. Crafting my dreams, got the hammer and thread. While the world's still talking, I stay 2 steps ahead. From the garden to the stream, from the land to the sky. Blood, sweat, and faith, that's how I ride.
All
Shout
right.
out to everybody. We appreciate all the love. Nikki's tag said, if we can trust God in the toughest lessons, healing is made available for more than just us.
Yes, trust him in all the things.
Something that the Lord has made is a great movie.
Awesome.
Yeah. So that's one that she told me to check out that we might want to do for movie night.
Thanks,
But
Angela.
it would be nice if other people can come up on the panel.
Join us.
Yeah, so we can give me and Nikki our throats some
Yeah. I don't remember all this stuff. I'm old.
Exactly. So guys, I will see y'all in the movies, the YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook street. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, guys, for me and Nikki's channel. We will see y'all on Throwback Thursday.
Yes.
Tomorrow,
Mhm.
you have to grow your own and eat your own. What you said,
right.
Dave? So
Yes.
y'all have a blessed evening. Peace out. Nikki, stay back in the back.
Yes.